What's up, winch wooers? I'm McStud.
And I'm Mrs. McStud.
Do you know what a winch wooer is?
I don't even know what either of them
Let's
mean,
take it back to the old
witch.
days. Not witch, winch.
Oh, no?
Back in the day. You know, when dudes would be like, look at that old winch. Or you could go to ye old winch shop. It's like you're trying to get a winch, like a bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, you're trying to woo a bitch.
Oof.
Ric Flair drip go woo on a winch. What?
FFS.
FFS. Anyways, welcome to the McStud Show. It's Wet Dick Whack Off Wednesday, according to Mrs. McStud. We literally just, that just came to fruition a few minutes ago.
Not for wishing.
Fruition.
Like it didn't happen.
The title, not the actual literal wet dick whacking off. that you're right. That did not actually, that did not play. The dreams did not come true right there. So Wet Dick Whack Off Wednesday is otherwise known as Hump Day.
Hump Day.
God damn. If I could stop choking on dick sperm. What?
And for me, I have no dick.
You got a lady dick.
Yeah, I was kind of proud today.
Are you?
That coworker I tell off a while back,
Uh-huh.
she says, you might have to be firm with him. I know you'll have no problems with that. You're right. Thank you for acknowledging.
Firm with who?
The client.
Oh! Yeah, you have no problems with that.
She goes, I don't think you have any problems with that. You're right.
Oh my goodness. Grab your cigarette, Mr. McStud. Let's dive in to the fun.
No, I was kind of proud that she knew that.
This is true. Speaking of Mrs. McStud being firm, let's just start the video off by saying, well, we already started off by saying some shit, but let's start our discussion of bullshit as to what happened to Mrs. McStud at Meyer today.
Huh?
What happened to you at Meyer?
Oh, God.
God, you look confused for a second.
I was.
Oh.
So, I always go to Meyer to buy stuff. Always. Like, I'm there literally 5 times a week. And that's the place I go to buy our roommate's beer because they don't compare my ID with his debit card name.
Yes.
Might be illegal, but whatever. They don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I get all of our shit, scan our stuff, which come to like $22. And I'm putting it in the cart to get it off the scale so the fucking computer resets. And my case of beer, our roommate's case of beer, is still sitting at the bottom of the cart. And I put a bag behind it. And the worker comes over and she's like, have you scanned that? I said, number 1, it's 2 transactions. Number 2, you haven't even been here my whole transaction. Another woman that worked here that I actually worked with there was here at the beginning. And number 3, I never would steal anything.
Right.
Ever. And I'm always here. Like, she's checked my fucking ID more than once. So, I put in his MPerks number, and I say, hey, since you're right here giving me a hard time, why don't you go and scan that case? Because it's at the bottom of the cart, I won't have to lift it.
Mm-hmm.
If she's worried about not fucking paying for it, scan it.
Scan it.
Well, my hand scanner is down. I said, well, I bet it is. So I lift that fucking case up, scan it, and then I go to show her my ID. She makes me take it out of my pouch.
Oh, so she can scan it?
Yes.
Yes.
I said, is this really always necessary? I said, unfortunately, I wasn't walking away from the register, and I've actually worked here. So, I know that you're not allowed to accuse me of stealing until I get to the fucking door. She's like, well. And I said, well, nothing. I will be calling the manager today. Your name is Olivia.
Olivia. Like Olivia Newton-John?
Sure.
From Greece?
She looks slow.
Let's get physical?
But who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? See, Miss McStud has fun everywhere she goes. Like, no bullshit.
Oh my God, Lexi's boyfriend heard me have major road rage.
Today?
Yes.
Oh.
What the fuck happened? Well, I fucking flipped out on this dude. I'm just fucking... I was trying to turn out CBS.
Mm-hmm.
And this motherfucker was just sitting there in the middle of the fucking lane. There was no cars. I'm trying to go before this light switches green. Mm-hmm. I said, pedal the fucking metal, you goddamn fucking idiot. I mean, I fucking flipped out, and her boyfriend's just cracking up over there.
Yeah, this is... Riding and driving is an adventure with Mrs. McStud. Because even if she's not driving, and she's riding, she's yelling too. Now, don't get me wrong, I have my fair share of...
Well, I like
road
having
rage.
A horn, too, because you know I lay that shit on people.
Yeah, our horn stopped working for some reason. Like, it doesn't work on the steering wheel, but it works when I fucking lock the goddamn car. That horn comes in very beneficially. Or, it comes in handy. Yeah, fucking honk that bitch, lay into it.
Oh, and then I saw something else stupid on the way home.
No, of course you did.
On New Road.
Mm-hmm.
So the turn lane is coned off right now. You know how everything is coned off in Greenfield?
Yes.
So it's coned off. I had this fucking idiot whip out. I'm at Walmart. So I turn left. He turns left out from the other side. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to go at the same time as me first off. Okay, that didn't work for him so well because I was already halfway across the road. So then we get up to the stoplight, and I mean, it is lined all the way back to the bank. Because that's the way it's been. Greenfield's so fucked up right now, everybody has to go to stoplights.
Right.
So this fucking idiot wants to get between two cones and put his fucking car in there. It's blocked. I mean, there is no, it is blocked. When you go to turn on 9, there's barricades there. It's just not cones. And then, so I look behind me because I'm like, does anybody else see this fucking retard fucking trying to go through some goddamn cones? And this couple behind me in a car was just dying laughing. So I'm like, glad I'm not the only one that sees this retard trying to drive here. And then, what does he do? Backs out. He back out when he realizes he can't go anywhere to get back in the lane. I thought he was going to hit my fucking car.
Oh my god.
But that car behind me, that couple, they actually backed up because his tail end was hanging halfway in the other lane. So what a fucking idiot.
Wow. Now, there's never any shortage of those on the road. I'm surprised you actually didn't try that.
No.
That'd be a Mrs. McStud maneuver. She'd be like, babe, we can just go in here. I was like, no, it's barricaded off. And she'd be like, babe, I told you it's barricaded. Damn it, Chad.
Well, I have been known to get out and move some cones and shit before. But I mean, that's fucking cones. That's not them big ass things that, yeah.
Or the wood walls.
Yeah, I don't try to do all that, but I will move some cones if I need to go in somewhere.
Will you get out of the car and move them, or you just run them over and move them?
Well, I've done both. I've kind of knocked it a little with the car to get it out of the way for a minute.
Knocked it a little with the car?
Yeah.
That one time you ran into a golf cart?
I did not run into a golf cart. Actually, I was parked, and that little fucker couldn't even speak any English. I said, you just hit my car, and he just walks away like it's not anything big. The fuck? He just backs up and fucking walks to the store.
Only Mrs. McStud gets hit by an old guy on a golf
So I
cart.
go inside the gas station because there's somebody in there that can actually speak English. And I go in, I was like, that dude right there just hit my fucking van with that golf cart. And then I had to call work as a prison. Everybody knew me because I was fucking payroll. I had to call and tell control that I was going to be late from lunch because I got hit by a golf cart. I've never heard the end of that.
Yeah, I remember he posted that picture. I think it was Obama on a golf cart.
It was waving.
Yeah, and I know hit your golf cart.
Because this motherfucker just waved and fucking backed off of my van. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my god, that's great. Speaking of the prison, one of our new fans, Mr. Austin Jensen, he had this awesome status, which I'm going to screenshot and post on Facebook, that he's going to watch some of our videos today. And
I saw that he wanted a Balls Deep shirt.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
I haven't got a chance to go through all my shit yet. But he wanted to know what prison we work at. So I'm going to comment, but I'll also let you know now. We worked at the prison in Newcastle, and you worked at the stop program in Plainfield.
Plainfield, yeah.
Yes. So we both worked together at Newcastle, and then she, after I done left that craziness, she went up to Plainfield. So that's where we worked.
Yeah.
And I did get
when it was brand new.
I did get hired on at Pendleton, but I ended up getting hired at the Newcastle Youth Center, which was a much closer drive for me at the time. So I never actually worked at Pendleton.
I want to work at Pendleton.
I'm done with that shit.
No.
Yeah.
Still got a lot of fire left.
Well, fuck, man. I'm happy to get around the house every once in a while.
This is true.
Yeah, like what the fuck am I gonna do? I don't even know if I could put up a good fight anymore these days. Maybe for a little bit. Like I said,
with your mouth.
Yeah, my mouth is always good, but I'm probably good for one good punch, and then I'll probably be on the ground.
You definitely don't want to work at the prison as a guard.
No.
Or at the Pendleton prison as a guard.
Well, no, my body's not. Hi, sorry about that. For the first time ever, I forgot to delete some of my videos, and my iPhone storage was full. So I'm looking at the camera, and I noticed the time had stopped after about 10 minutes, almost 11 minutes, and we were talking about my body shutting down. So I think we got into me throwing like a bitch.
Yes.
I throw like a girl. I run like a girl. And
dinner.
Oh, yes. We'll just start there. Actually, Miss McStud had a busy day. We were discussing that. Mm-hmm. But I made some awesome barbecue pulled chicken in the crock pot. We're explaining how I had the easy part. I just got to cut all the bullshit off the chicken and start it before she came home. And she had to do the hard part of shredding it.
11 pounds.
11 pounds of chicken.
And it hurt.
Yes. It's like I said, we need those little handheld shredders like I saw. Remember those?
No.
Like remember those little Wolverine looking claws?
Oh,
shred
yes.
the chicken. We need those. Because we do shred shit a lot when we make some of our meals. Yeah.
The pork loin and all that, too.
Absolutely.
Where do we find them at?
Probably just go online and get them.
What are they called?
If I had to guess, I would say meat shredders. I'm not being a smartass when I say that.
I know.
I really don't know what they're called either.
I've been that way all day.
I mean, a meat shredder would. I don't even know if that's the proper term for them. I really don't know what they're called, but I would Google meat shredder. Yeah, I wasn't trying to maybe a meat shredder, baby.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah, that wasn't my intentions with that. I was really being sincere.
So
with
funny
that.
thing, oh man. So I went to get trained on this new payroll today, and there's 3 schools with one name. So there's 3 different divisions of one school.
Yes.
And I saved all these files separate. And I saved the same file twice. So I went and uploaded it into QuickBooks under the wrong school. And then I'm entering it in CompuTrol, which is a state website. We just call it Comp. But so I'm entering it in under the wrong school. I had to start all over.
Oh my god.
I said, oh my god. This was like 3 o'clock. I said, maybe I shouldn't do this till tomorrow.
Oh boy. High five to that, Miss McStud. Oof. What a mess. But I love a good mess.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oof. A for effort, Miss McStud.
I looked at the girl training me. I was like, sorry about that.
Yeah.
And she says, it's okay. I told you that was the hardest part. You're damn straight. And then she's like, go to this other folder, cut that, paste it in the right folders, and then we can go from there. Well, come to find out, I dashed the same division in 2 different divisions.
Oh my god, baby.
And none in one. So, I can't get these to open so I can make sure that I'm putting it in the right school. And she's like, just open it with Notepad. I said, oh.
Oof.
It wasn't working. In my head. Oh. So, yeah, that's my whole day.
Wow.
And speaking of, I think I need Starbucks tomorrow.
Okay.
Just because I want it. I haven't had it this week.
All right, that sounds good. I think we can arrange that. Make it happen.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yes, Thursday.
It's been Thursday in my head all day, though.
Mrs. McStud's infamous throat pounding Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, everyone. Like, the whole camera thing threw me the fuck off. I was on a roll there for a minute.
Yes.
And as I looked at my thing, I'm like, man, there's a little red timer on the top, and it was just gray. And I look, it says 0000.
And I blamed him on
not
starting it.
I was like, man,
because he has done that.
I have done that. We got halfway through a video,
Yes.
and it was
And
done.
you're like, oh, it's not started. Oh, we're not redoing it.
So I had to take a few minutes and look. I was like, I know I started this video. Like, I have some idiotic moments sometimes, but I know I started
Not
it.
as many as me.
Well,
But I like when you have them too, because then you can see the way I live every day.
I do have my fair share.
Every minute and every day.
Yes.
Like, you're getting worse as you get older. No offense. But used to, like, when we first got together, I'd be like, how do you know that? And now your moments are starting. And I'm like, God damn, I've had them for this many fucking years. Now you see how I live. It's kind of comical.
Is it comical?
It is, because yours is coming with age. And heaven forbid when I get older. Because mine's already done been there.
You'll be living a whole moment.
Like, I can't... I can't remember where the fuck everything's at. Like, I pick shit up, and then I walk in the other room, lay down, and have no fucking clue of where I just put it.
Let's just clarify, you're not that far behind me.
I'm 5 years behind you.
That's not that
That's
far.
a half a decade.
We're gonna use the big half a decade instead of this 5 years. So we're gonna go half a decade to make it sound better. You know, the wording makes everything sound better. Oh, the car is 5 years old. Well, it's been around for half a decade. That's a longer time. It makes it seem so much longer. It's like trying to market a quarter-pound burger and a third-pound burger for people that don't know math.
My son. At Dairy Queen yesterday. Is a pound burger big, Mom? Yes, son. Oh, okay. What's a half a pound burger? A big burger. Okay, a third a pound? Should I get a third a pound? I'm like, whatever you want. And Lexus goes, a third pound's bigger than a half a pound, Mom. I said, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
A third pound?
Yes.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's 0.3333 of a pound.
And a half a pound is 0.5.
5, yes, I know. I was just fucking with you, seeing if I was trying to test your... Get a cigarette. I was trying to throw you off. I'm good at that sometimes. Then she'd be like... I love it when she's spot on about something. I'm like, no, babe, that doesn't work. And she's like...
Maybe you're right.
And she fucking starts looking around. I'm like, I'm just fucking like, you asshole, I'm over here fucking racking my brain trying to figure this out.
I'm trying... This is a moment. So, we actually applied our roommate for food stamps and Medicaid. He takes a lot of distilled water. I shouldn't be ashamed to say it, but he does use a lot of distilled water and drinks a lot of Gatorade. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, if I can just get help with Gatorade in his distilled water, it'll be a lot better. Because, I mean, I'm spending probably $50 a week, maybe, on distilled water and Gatorade. Yeah. So I'm like, maybe I can apply for food stamps just for you. But since we have a child together, they had to go on my income too. So, whatever. But I spoke with this bitch on the phone. I had his interview because he can't talk. He's got a trach, as we discussed earlier in other videos. He's got a trach and he can't speak. He cannot speak at all. So, they have to call me, so I have to do his interviews for him over the phone. So, we got approved for food stamps, and then they said that I made too much money. Not speaking of knowing math, I sent you my motherfucking check stubs. The amount that you put on my denial letter equals nothing. Like, I can't do any kind of equation, any kind of math to make that number. None.
Yeah, and they got my shit all fucked up too, which makes
And I
no
fucking
sense.
wrote that on the fucking letter. I had to write a letter to appeal it at the office today. I'm like, number one, I think your math is off and you need to redo it. Number two, he definitely lives here. So if you need to come do a 24-hour observation or whatever the fuck you need to do you see how tired I am? That's because I am. I'm just saying. Like, these bitches are crazy.
Wow.
And then I go to apply for him Medicaid. And it's...
Excuse me.
I had to have him sign an authorization representative form for food stamps. They all come through the Department of Family Services. They would not do his interview with me, and I had to go pick up another form today, and I swear to you, I will show you. The only difference is that one says SNAP on the top left corner, and one says health coverage. That's a whole lunch break. Driving down the fucking Family Department of Resources just so I can speak for him.
That's some crazy shit.
It is.
Yeah,
It's very aggravating, and I'm not the type to ask for help.
Mm-hmm. Neither of us are.
No, and I've never been able to get food stamps. Honestly, I never have.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been involved in all that. I don't know the shit. So people need to walk me through it. I'm stupid. I'm stupid when it comes to this shit. But when I actually say I need help, I really could use assistance.
Mm-hmm.
And not me use assistance. He needs assistance. He has no income.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what happens to people, like my question is what happens to people that don't have people to take care of them?
They kind of get screwed, I think. Fucked hardcore. Which is really a sad mess.
Like his disability is taking...
Forever.
We're on almost 4 months. We have at least another month to go. It's only 70% done. He's been denied food stamps, and Medicaid won't talk to anybody.
Been pretty much denied unemployment, too.
Yes, denied unemployment. Like, he literally... Thankfully, it's tax season, so he got to file taxes because he did work last year. But yeah,
And
thankfully for the stimulus, thankful for
his job raised some money for him.
And his job raised money for him, and his job kept insurance on him.
Mm-hmm.
And, or otherwise, I don't know what the fuck he would be doing.
Yeah. It'd be, if he had nobody.
No.
Yeah, he'd just be fucked. I have no idea what the man would do.
Like, I ask everybody that at work. I ask people that from the food stamp office. I'm like, what would you do if he didn't have me?
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one that works in a 5-people household.
Mm-hmm.
5. I have 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
My checks are there is no way.
Yeah. It's pretty wild and sad.
Yes. And I'm very
irritated,
aggravated with it all. Because they call, can he say, so I always answer, this is his POA, he cannot speak.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you? They always go, can he give us authorization to talk to you? Did you just not hear me 10 seconds ago? He cannot fucking talk. I mean, do you want him to shake his head? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It's not... No. He cannot give you fucking authorization.
And it gets old when the doctor's office the doctor that took care of this, the office calls and asks to speak to him. Mm-hmm. I'm like, are you serious right now? I can speak for him. She can speak for him. Well, we really need to speak with him. Well, he can't fucking talk. What do you want? You raggedy bitches.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh.
And I get so aggravated and so annoyed. I'm sorry, I just went on a rant.
That's okay. That's what we do.
But it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I thought the appointment was tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The 15th. Mm-hmm. Before his doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
But it was today, so I stepped outside to take the phone call. And she puts me on hold because she thought it was stupid too. She's like, I already have authorization representative form for food stamps I filled out less than a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, let me put you on hold for a second. Went and asked her supervisor. No, there's a whole other form. Bitch, there is no other form. It's the same goddamn form. It just has a different title at the top. You're the same department.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And then I said, oh, speaking of, I need to file an appeal for for food stamps because it's wrong. Like, the income's wrong. He still lives here. I don't know what y'all need. I need to be told what you need for me.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, you're going to have to file an appeal. I'm not in that department. The same number. It's the same number. It's 1-800-403 something. You called me from the same number they did. So why can't you help me? Well, that's a different department. We have different departments at work, so I can tell them they need to hang up and then call back and ask for so-and-so, transfer me.
Oh.
And they're like, you're going to have a hearing. Wait a minute. I ain't asked to go to court.
What the fuck?
I just asked for you to recalculate your figures because it's not accurate. And what do I need to provide to show he still lives here?
Oh, that's a whole goddamn mess. Are you still lit? Mm-hmm. Yes, you are. That reminds me. Me and him were sitting here smoking the other day. It might have been Monday. I can't remember, but I got this call. And I've been up all night, so I was feeling a little froggy. I was like, I don't know this number. So I'm going to answer it. So I answer it, and I use my little silly voice. And it's the Canadian Pharmacy. Wanting to ask if I'm interested in Viagra. So I played along. It didn't last very long, so I was like, what else do you have? So I started, like, they got the Cialis and some other bullshit. I was like, well, these make my dick hard. And he hung up on me. Like, I've had a pretty good conversation with the dude, a Mike from India.
And you were supposed to go have coffee with him.
I was like, if I fly to India tomorrow, we have coffee. He agreed. I had it on the speaker. Everyone heard the shit. He was like, yes, we can all have coffee. I'm like, okay, Mike, that's a strange name for someone from India. But we'll definitely have coffee. And then I started talking about the discharge that his products caused me and my explosive diarrhea. You want to speak to our doctor? I was
Speaking
like,
of weird numbers, I kept having this Providence, Rhode Island call today.
Uh-huh.
Providence, Rhode Island. Like, I don't know that number, so I'm not going to stop training to answer that call. Mm-hmm. She's like, your phone's lit up. I was like, I don't know anybody from Providence. Just let it ring. Hour later, Providence, Rhode Island.
That's weird.
I don't know anybody from Providence, Rhode Island. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Half hour later, Providence, Rhode Island.
Were they trying to reach you about your extended warranty?
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I need to go outside and take a smoke break. Mm-hmm. It was the bitches from fucking CVS COVID testing wanted me to bring her in early. It was the same. I realized it was the same number that had texted me about her fucking appointment.
Oh yes, I remember because when we had to get our COVID tests, that is right.
She goes, "Can you bring her in now?" No, bitch. I said I get off at work at 5, and it takes me 20 minutes to get home, and then I need to drive to Fisher's. Can you have her here at 5:30? No. I probably can have her there no earlier than 6. That's why I scheduled her appointment at 6:20.
Yeah, because this lady, it's the same one we dealt with.
There was 2 of them there tonight.
Yeah, there was 2 the last time I went. But you get confused when you get a number from Providence, Rhode Island for a number that's over here in Fishers. And we live in Indiana. Who the fuck's calling from Providence, Rhode Island? Mm-hmm. And it's the fucking nurse from the COVID testing site. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, who the fuck? What normal person would like, oh, I'm getting COVID tested here in the state?
And then she calls me
in Providence
while we're at Meyer.
Uh-huh.
Because I told Lex, I said, I need to stop and get shit. Will you be okay? Mm-hmm. She's like, yeah, I want to make sure she's feeling okay. Mm-hmm. So she calls me while I'm at Meyer. Wanted me to go over all of Lexi's surgeries that she's ever had, all of her medications. and wanted to know if she had been around anybody with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then she tells me she's negative. What? Bitch, why did I just go through all that with you?
Yeah, that's what...
And then she goes, is she allergic to any medicine? Oh, she's negative.
Yeah, I had that call, too.
I mean, like, I ain't trying to play with you right now. I'm walking through the fucking store.
They gave me that call, too, after I did mine. I'm like, okay, what's this have to do with anything? Can I just get my test result? Like, am I positive or negative? That's what the whole deal is. What the fuck does it matter, my medications? I'm like, and then they want to say, well, you're welcome to come into the clinic if you'd like to be seen. Did they tell you that too?
No.
Oh, that's what they told me. You can come to the Minute Clinic if you'd like to be seen.
She has fucking allergies. Like, I told him that when I got there to test her. But she was nervous as shit.
I bet.
And we go in, and she's like, the nurse is like, you don't have to, I'm not going to do it for you. But you can do it, or you can have your mom do it. And she looks at me and she goes, Mom, please. I said, okay. Mm-hmm. And the nurse goes, you're going to have to tilt your head back for your mom. And so, I don't know if she got dizzy because she was nervous or what, but she's like, Mom, can I sit down? Yes. Sit down.
Yeah.
So the right side was good.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I went to do the left, it made her eyes water.
Yeah.
She's like, you ruined my mascara. I'm like, sorry. That's a COVID test.
Yeah. At least it wasn't the early COVID test. It went to your brain. You know what I mean? Thank goodness. I can't imagine any kid going through that.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking horrible. Oh, you all
well
done? Oh, shit.
I don't know what you're waiting on. Stop eating that shit.
Oh, yeah? You gonna keep talking shit?
Break it like a man.
It's not what you told me last night.
I need that. I ain't even gonna lie.
I understand. Me too. Grab a chesticle. Yeah. I can hit your back.
Thank you. Oh, man. Oh. That's orgasmic. I need a shoulder massage.
You see that multitasking? I was taking a drink and scratching your back. You know when the doctor asks you to pat your head and rub your belly?
I cannot do that.
I can do that shit.
There's no motherfucking way.
Anyways, thanks for watching, motherfuckers. Sorry about the little mishap in the middle of the video. We'll catch you bitches tomorrow for Mrs. McStud's Throat Pounding Thursday, but we got a different name for it. So,
yeah.
Deuces, bitches.